today's video, I'm going to show you how I made these word edge inserts for my traveler's notebook. And also, the same thing can be done for the Happy Planner Classic or the Mini as well. But today's video is going to focus just on the traveler's notebook and how I created these. If you're new to my channel, I invite you to like and subscribe and click the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know when I post a new video to this channel. If you want to see how I completed this DIY, just keep watching. Here's a quick glance at how they look in the TN when you have it all together. You'll be able to see the section tabs hanging over the top of the TN, or you can push them down if you're going to put them in your bag, your book bag, your pocketbook. And I just added a little sticker and some trinkets on the side just to make it look real cute. So here's a template that I've already created for myself. And I just showed you guys these in the blue and rose gold. So these are the last ones that I did. And so I am going to now show you how I created this. As you can see, these are, when I go to click on it, it's already together. So it cannot be separated because I have welded it together. So I'm just going to move these out of the way. I'm going to move them over, and then I'm going to start with a fresh one over here in this corner. So the first thing I do is I grab a shape, and for this one I grabbed a square, and then I unlocked it over here. There is the lock. You unlock it, and then you make it into the size that you want. I like the size that I already picked. So I am just going to measure out the size, and then I will tell you guys what the number is. So all right, so down here it is 9.17 centimeters wide, and then my height is 16.931 centimeters. Now originally this was done in inches. I have no idea how my graph got switched over to centimeters, but it is. So I have my rectangle back here, and now I'm locking in my size because I don't really want to alter it side by side. Then I am going to click over to the text. And for my next one, I want to do, let's see, can I blow it up? Turn it down just a little. All right. So I want to do the word self-love. That came out super big. And I really don't want it to be that big, so I'll go back up to the top and I will work on the spacing, the letter spacing. So up here is my letter spacing. I am going to bring that down to 0. See how that works. Or maybe not. 0 may be too much because that self is kind of close. Alright, so my love is a little far, but my self is close. So I am going to ungroup. Over here, I'm going to click ungroup. And that is so that I can move these letters around. So now I'm able to click on the O, slide it over, click on the V, slide it over, and the E, Just slide this S over just a smidge. I don't need them to be spaced far apart because I have to put it at the top here. All right, so now I can go back to, and what I actually need to do is to group these back. So I just made a little line down here so I can group them. And then I went back over to this section and click group. So now that I have grouped it, I can play with the sizing of these. And essentially you're just going to put the word right on top of the box. But one thing I realized is I think I made my box, is it too high? Oh no, it's not too high. So let me just keep it here so that I can. And then I'll bring my word down, and I am slightly, let me just open this up. I am just slightly, like by a half a smidge, going over the top of the line. As you can see, like the bottom of these letters look like they may be gone. So I am just slightly putting it over the top of the box, just by a smidget. Making sure that my words are within the lines. So it's great that we have this grid that you can line up your sides to make sure that everything is in perfect alignment. And then once you have it in perfect alignment, you are going to select both of the images, and you should see the X's up here. You'll select both of the images, and then you're going to click the weld button, which should be at the bottom of your screen next to your attach, right down here, lower right hand. So I click the weld, and when you click the weld, you see that it has all turned gray. And the bottom of the lettering has somewhat disappeared. So that's how you get your word edge art. Now the next thing to do is to print it out. First, I'm going to do a little save as on here because I want to name it something else so that I can keep because I want to be able to keep my first one. Oh, did I just I made it public. I didn't intend to make it public, but I guess it's just so people can find it. So I can just delete these here. All right, so I have my self-love right here. Now I want to make it. So you just go right over and you click the make. It shows you what it looks like on the mat, how long your cardstock needs to be. Oh, I forgot to mention it. I used that printed cardstock to cut the decorative paper. Alright, so it looks a little crazy because I just want to show you guys the paper. So this time I'm going to use this because I want to laminate a card on here for my self-care. But this is the other paper that I showed you guys when I made the actual one. So I'm actually going to make a different one. I actually could use the back of this, but I just feel like it's going to be entirely too busy for what I want to put on. Alright, so once you get your mat set up, then you're going to click the continue button at the lower right hand corner. And you can hear my machine. I'll just show you Susie. So Susie is all set. I am clicking the continue button. And then I'll just select my Cricut machine. Actually, I'm going to go back to the screen. I guess I'm waiting for it to warm up. All right, there we go. I'm going to put my machine on a light cardstock. So I put it right in the middle, and it's just telling me adjust style to desired material, which I just did. And now it's telling me to load the mat, the tools in the mat. And so as you guys can see, you can see my little oven in the background. This blinking light there, it's just letting us know that it is ready. Gonna slide my mat in, and then I'll press the Cricut button, and now I will press my go button is now blinking, and now we'll just watch it do its thing. And it is done. Once it's done, then that Cricut button blinks one more again, and I just press it to release it. Now it doesn't look like much right now, but it's about to. Trust me. I went and got my tools, my spatula and my weeding tool. It's already cut out. As if it has a perforated edge. And I probably won't even need this spatula tool because it's already making its way up. And probably because I use the light weeding. So that's almost like a door knocker. You know how you put things on a door at the hotel when you don't want like housekeeping to come in? This is like do not disturb. Alright, so I'm just using my weeding tool to get this little piece out. Voila. So here's the card before I even laminate it. And so what I'm going to do a little bit different than what I just showed you guys is I want to place a card in the center that says, "You're a diamond, dear. They can't break you." So that is for my self-care. And then I have a diamond die cut. Now this was gifted. I don't know where this came from, so I apologize. It was gifted through our Trash to Treasure box at our planners meetup. And I thought it was super cute. And so I grabbed it. So I want to use that for my self-love. I'm going to turn on my laminator. And this laminator came from a supermarket that we have locally called Aldi's. It's like a Save-A-Lot, if any of you are familiar with Save-A-Lot. And I used to know the brand, I know it's not Scotch. That I do know that it is not Scotch. Maybe the laminating paper will it could possibly be, oh, it is. It's a Pembroke. I'm just using the letter size laminating pouch, but I'm actually going to cut it down because for today, I'm only doing this one. But now that I think about it, I did have one more piece. Didn't I show you guys one more piece? Oh, here we go. I do truly want to save laminating paper, so I'm just going to make another one using this. I'll be right back. And with this one, I just did a brain dump. I know you can barely see it, but I didn't have a brain dump one. That came out super easy. And I wonder if I should do a whole pocket down here. In case if I want to stick something in it. So now y'all getting 2 for 1. 2 for 1. I think I might make a pocket. And so I'm just going to weed out. Where's my spatula? And I'm doing it this way because sometimes, as you can see, some of the little pieces, they just, when you, not all the time, so don't hold me to it because I am a newbie at this, so that's my disclaimer, is that I'm a newbie, but sometimes when you pull it up, the little pieces that were cut out come right off. These are pointy, so be careful if you're putting your hand somewhere in there. All right, so oops, one more piece. As you can now see, it reads as a brain dump. But now I think I want to put a pocket here. So let me get I like to cut this way. My cutting board. And this is definitely a last minute thing. So where do I want my pocket to go? I'm going to try to have it so that you guys can see where I'm actually cutting. So maybe I'll just cut first. So I have a marker on mine that I use, which is where the silver plate ends. I'm just going to make sure it's even. And I'm going to just score it first. just want to make it even with the paper. And then let's see, how many inches do I want it to go? All right, sorry that wasn't in complete view, guys. And then that'll be my pocket where I can put something on the inside. Now it looks like I got some left over here, and let's cut that off. And I'm just going to use the scissors to catch that. Might want to trim this down just a little bit more. Because I don't need the pocket to be super big. All right, and so now what I'm going to do is put a piece of tape. Just a piece of clear tape. Just a little piece to hold it together. All right, now I'm ready to put it in my laminating sheet. And I've used these laminating sheets for a couple of projects. And so, I didn't see that over there. I actually like this paper. So I'll just open it up. I am going all the way over as far over as I can into the crease. And then I'll place my card and my diamond. Can you guys see that? No. All right, so I placed my card. It's a little crooked. Or do I want my diamond to go down here? Since the ribbon is up front, but it does have a shoe at the bottom as well. But I want to have that diamond because of the saying. All right, so now I just need to put up this one. Ordinarily, I would have cut this laminating paper to save room, space, and paper. But this time I just put it together. And so I just press down on it. I want to make it as straight as possible. You see this one is, it looks a little crooked from up here. And press it as flat as I can so that it can hold. Now it's not a sticky type situation, but I still just like to press on it. And now I can place it in the laminator, but I want to hold my diamond so that my diamond doesn't get moved around. And I noticed that it is still a little crooked. Which I can be okay with because I don't sell these. This is just for me. And to show you guys how to make your own. And remember, the laminator is hot, so when the paper comes out, that will also be a little hot. So be careful. Then it comes out like this, and this is hot. And I just want to put it through one more again. And then after that, I'll cut it down. And then it'll be ready to go in my TN. And see, it wasn't that hard. Once you find out like how to do the welding part, it wasn't that hard. So I'm going to turn this off and unplug it because I'm done with this for the night. Just flatten it out with my hand. If I felt like it was too bubbly, I would set something on top of it. But I don't have all night to do that. So we're just gonna play with it. And I was correct. It is just a smidget off. But I'm not going to sweat it. I'm using the marker that I actually don't need this part, so I can turn it so you guys can see. So I'm actually using my silver marker here, my marker edge. That's what I'm using to size it. Because that will also give me that like quarter of something to protect it and keep it sealed. So I'm just going around all the edges, and I did not round off at all. I didn't. I need to see my letters here. Now, had I did this self-love and it was like more in the center and not on the edge, like this, let's see. Well, actually, none of them are because I did all of them the same way. But I will corner off with my corner hole punch. It doesn't like the laminator paper. Now watch, I'll do it today and it'll like it. But I don't know if it's how it's going to work on the other side. I forgot you can turn this over. Can I see it on this side? It doesn't come completely off, but what I will do is take the scissors see, this is exactly what I was talking about, how it gets stuck. And when it does get stuck in my my corner edge, I just take a pin and pop the back. And then I take my little scissors and then I'll just cut around that edge. Just to finish off the rounding. Now I rounded this one, but I'm not going to round the other one because I didn't round the other ones. But these are just for me, and I just wanted to show you what it was like. So that is my insert, and I actually could have put something on the back. I still might stick a sticker on the back of there. I might print out a sticker and do something. So we're not finished with this one because this one we actually did a pocket to. Oh, I cut it kind of close, but all right, so the last part of this is to cut open the pocket. And with that, I'm going to use my X-Acto knife. And you're going to look for, you see that line right there? It's like an air bubble or air pocket. You are going to cut right along that pocket to open it up. But do it very lightly because you don't want to go through the card. You don't want to come through the card. And you also don't want to come to the edge of your protector. So now you have a pocket where you can actually stick something into your insert. So if you want to place another die cut with a paper clip, you can. I'm just using these really quick because they're the closest thing. Right, so if you want to throw a die cut in there and use a paper clip for that one. All right. And there you have your DIY inserts for your TN. Get rid of those little scrappy things. We did a brain dump and the self-love. And now I put self-love, but on here I have self-care, but it's okay because it's mine. And I will just stick that in there for that section. And then this brain dump, where am I going to put that? This brain dump, I might just throw right here. So I figure it out. Now my tin is getting a little thick. Because remember, I am a crafter. That's what it looks like on the side. Put my bows back in. I'm proud of my little bows. My ribbon and my bows. I'm proud of them. Alright guys. That is it for today's DIY tutorial. Just some knickknacks I got from Michael's. Have my initial and a key. And a butterfly. And this sticker that I got. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at where I got my stickers from. But I love her because my hair is crocheted. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the videos. My hair is crocheted. I always have a book in my hand. Although I do not like shoes or wear shoes. But she's super cute. And here is my planner. Voila. Thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button so that you'll be the first to know when I post a new video to this channel. Until next time, be blessed.